Right. Gonna try to get access to Harper's stronghold, get a ring out of it. If not, we'll just complete the quest. That means though, if we don't get the ring here, we have to get it through the stronghold. Mage
What can it
stronghold.
be now?
Okay. The owner of the house, a mage named Prebek, performs vile experiments, creating beasts which threaten the city. Destroy them and we will allow you your wish. Kill the creatures. What exactly do we need to technically kill though? It says the creatures, but does it mean... I would guess the Prebek is one who needs to die. We'll have to be careful here. This is the house. It's relevant who needs to die, because I don't think I can kill all of these. At least one of them will survive. I would imagine, do we really need to kill the creatures, or do we need to kill the casters? I'd imagine you'd have to kill the caster. But job description says creatures. I think I'll kill Prebek and see if that's enough.
As always, the pleasure is mine.
So there are traps here, maybe we could use them to finish off the last survivor. But Prebek is by far the most dangerous of the group, so I would imagine he's the main target. Also, I don't really have good anti-mage spells, so cool. Might be able to get them to kill each other. I mean, are you going to go kill me with lightning bolts, fireballs, what? They can't target me. Right. Actually, yeah, I want him to be controlled by me. I need to see what he has. He has lightning bolt. Out of the face.
I trust all is well.
I don't care what you have to do. I do need you to kill Prebek though, so please could you just go around and kill the guy? I don't know how I feel about this. I mean, I want to kill the guy, but do I want to kill him to the point where I'll actively sabotage his sole means of defending himself? I suppose I will at this point. 3 goblins aren't much of an obstacle to anyone, so I don't think he'll lose this particular fight. More importantly, we just want to see if this is even enough to complete the quest. Rebecca is pretty much done for. Why the fuck did I... Yeah, I was wondering why did I get the experience. Don't want to disarm those at the moment. Is this enough? The traps are not single target traps. I can probably use them to kill goblins. I'm a single wounded goblin, which would be the end result of
Let us
fighting
speak
them.
and be done with this.
Okay, it was enough. The exact opposite of what the mission description said. Just gonna go loot the place. I don't care about the goblins. I'm not sure if we can lure them out. I think we might be able to lure things. That's usually how it works. Yeah. Okay, this is much better than I imagined. Much better. Most of these are not useful. Detect invisibility. Right. Well, since we're here. Okay. Probably should rest. I'm not sure what to expect if we do get into a fight with the harpers. Probably a fairly balanced adventuring group.
Nothing like some time ashore.
Pirate captain, pirate. Might as well waste our spells here before moving to the harpers. It's not that much I can do. Can put a long duration charm on someone. Actually sort of want the mage to die most. Pirate captain is probably another good one. Magic resistance. Pirate has a magic resistance. Holy ass cracker.
Stay back.
Where
You'll
exactly
regret
does your magic resistance come from? No idea. Some others.
Hey,
Probably aren't using magical attacks. Crap. People can paralyze their assets. And shit. Actually, you charmed the guy I already paralyzed. Once the captain dies, I'll go invisible. So I'll do it now. Do sort of hope they get the wizard. Still, he's quite good.
Break an arm or a leg for a couple or two. I can break an arm or a leg for a couple or two.
The wizard. Someone died. Right. No, the wizard had nothing. This is all nonsense now. Okay, decent amount of experience, much more than I imagined. A little bit of extra loot, money.
Extend a bit of hospitality to his guests. Come, enter and be welcome at the sea's bounty.
Okay, we have access to the harper hole. Should we get the bird first? Don't really think so. Main reason we're here is the ring. Yeah, there are quite a few people here now. I'm just not sure if one we're interested in is here. Might be Maronia.
Declare yourself. Declare yourself. I'll test your metal with cold steel.
And we lost the... Right, so that's not the correct way to do things. Not sure what weapons they're using against me.
Do not disturb my duties. I'll test your metal with cold steel.
Why the fuck does the charm run out immediately with burn bar? I don't know. I do not get that. Not reacting. No one's reacting to anything. Nothing really lasts. It's dominated, but he's clearly not dominated. Ugh. I need an actual success here. I'll turn myself invisible for starting a fight. That way, I'm hoping that they'll fight it to the death.
Declare yourself.
Mostly interested
Do not
in
disturb my duties.
her.
I'll test your metal with cold steel.
And yeah, just don't fight things out. I'd like someone to die at some point, please. Could you not kill her? I mean, you don't really have to do all that much at this point. Just get a one strike or something like that on her. Yeah, this is not exactly what I wanted, but at least there's a fight going on now. So one of you is going to die. It's the fighter is not gonna have it, no matter what. I doubt the thief will have it either, but I would guess the bow user could be a bard. Well, he could be a bard too, but none of these guys are casting any spells. So I don't think these are the people we're really looking for.
Sorry, friend, but you've got a date.
Reputation decreased. I did nothing. My reputation be decreased. This is just all sorts of nonsense. Right, where did the woman go? If she doesn't have it, I might as well load. This is not gonna get us the ring, which means it will still be left with the stronghold. But the stronghold must succeed. Evil. Okay, we dominated her, but didn't do shit. That's classic. Must be an elf. I'll make her an easy target. I can't make her an easy target. Right. Do I have any kind of charm attempts left? One. So it doesn't really matter what type of charm we use, none of it will last.
Declare yourself. I'll test your metal with cold steel.
And it's over. We might as well lure them closer together. We just need one of you losers to actually attack the correct target, and we're set.
Do not disturb my duties.
I'll test your metal with cold steel.
Yeah, getting this to work is gonna be a nightmare. Not sure if it's... I'm not sure if it can be worth it.
But you've got a date. Hi, friend.
Try this the other way around.
Hi, friend.
Charm her, attempt the killing.
But you've got a date.
And she's gone forever.
Sorry, friend. But you've got a date down there.
No, the moment we ordered them to attack that target, we lost them. I don't care if this works. This is way too much trouble. Any way to get Mironia though? I mean that's single casting. Yeah, we actually are successfully charming her. It's just she refuses to be charmed. So she probably has the 90% resistance to charm, like all elves do. So I don't think we want to do it this way. Planar Spear it is, although... this might be a way to do it. Requires quite a few attempts, without a doubt. The thing is, there's no danger in doing this, and it would get two melee guys to attack her. Any kind of charm effect. And until we get a success, there's no downside. Just keep trying and trying and trying. Yeah, trying and trying and trying and trying. Yeah, she's dominated now.
Greetings.
Okay, well, I'm going to have to test this through another means. Much faster this way than me spending the next 15 minutes to try to desperately get something to work. I need to know that what she's carrying. That she's not carrying the ring. This way I can just abandon this immediately instead of wasting my time on this. That's a lot of stuff, but it doesn't have the ring. So... Mage Stronghold is our only way to get it. Ooh, did not expect this. Well, this is more or less just crap though. Some of it might have a little bit of value, but it's not gonna have much. Right. And we're gonna use the amulet to avoid unnecessary fighting. Basically all fighting, in fact.
Do as I bid.
Okay, this is a wrap on the actual quest. 20,000 experience points. Everything extra is just plot. We are getting closer to another level up though. Not, it would give us a second 6th level spell, so yeah, it would be very welcome. Buy us time in a tough situation. Extra 4 rounds. I think we have to start to get rid of the excess healing potions soon. Yeah, we're using them here and there, no doubt, but not. We don't need 48 healing potions. There's probably a letter here, right? It's nothing important, more or less describes that this is a trap. But it's not a trap for us, so we should not really care. I think the planar sphere is as good as place as I need to go next. I'm going to go and buy the improved haze spell, and I think more or less with that we have everything we need. I might go through a spell shop or two just to make sure I'm not missing out anything too obvious. Chaos. Hmm. Random effects. I think this would be definitely a hostile spell, even though it does good things too. But you don't throw this in order to heal your enemies. You throw this to disintegrate and paralyze them or something. It's just unreliable attack spell, doesn't make it a non-offensive spell. Right, it's pretty much a wrap. Amulet is worthless at this point. Right. Maybe Zar's body will contain a scroll or two that's useful to us.
Something troubling you?
35,500 quest experience.
Your voice is ambrosia.
As always, the pleasure is mine.
Ah, we got slow. That's very welcome. Waiting for that for some time. Not exactly a great spell necessarily, but it's as good of a debuff as we can pretty much hope for at this point. The Dire Charm has proven to be somewhat worthless. It's domination or a long-term charm from an item, pretty much. Everything else is it's a desperation mode. Might as well replace it with Slew. And the rest is crap. So, job's done. Need 17,000 for a level up. That would be great. Be sure this is trapped and locked. 15,000. Planar Sphere would require us to start here. Try to find out where Baligar has gone into.
You'll find no better prices in Arm. I guarantee it.
Hmm?
Now we got the location. We are going to get the Planar Spear no matter what we do. I mean, no matter what I have to do to get it. I'm not giving that a 1-up. Preferably we would just want to kill Baligar, but I'm not 100% sure we can. Unless we can lure someone inside this cabin, we are not going to be able to do it. Well, we could do it in a way. Yeah, we could basically accept him as part of the group, then have him killed. We'll see. One way or another, we're going to get the spear open. Once we get the spear itself open, then we don't need Valigar anymore. Tax notice. Don't need to read that. More or less we'll say that they have a cabin in they have some kind of a property in Umar Hills. Heading toward the Bridge District, see if we can get the improved haste.
Oh, she's got a lovely swell.
Wookie's Promenade also has
You have
a
been waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself.
scroll trader or two besides the rivals. So they might have Hold Monster. I'd really like to have it in spell form instead of just relying on the paralysis wand. The wand has 6 charges, so it'll see us through for a while, but the chances of us being able to paralyze anything with the first charge is pretty small. So we can probably use it to maybe 2 to 3 times. After that, we'll have to rely on spells. And he's not here. What about
Hello there.
potions? Probably a couple of fire resistance ones wouldn't exactly be a bad idea. I mean, demons and all that, so fire damage probably is fairly common. Ooh, well, that reminds me, we don't actually have that upgrade protection capabilities. Actually, they're piss poor. The problem is that problem in demons isn't just their ability to withstand their physical attacks. They have gaze attacks and things like that. So unless we can protect ourselves from those, we can't tank them anyway. No, I don't think the planar sphere is the sensible thing. I think Trademeet is the best option. I'll go to Umar Hills to see the shops there, see what they sell. But I think we want to focus on Trademeet to open the shopping opportunities there. Oh crap. Trying to rush into the sphere is not a good idea.
I got
It's
some
not a
cheap beer
problem
for ya.
if you're just going to kill them, but it's a problem for us specifically.
Get out of here! You owe us money! Beer over here!
And I'd really like the improved invisibility too. Not improved invisibility, but improved haste.
Oi, Mayor.
Calm down, everyone,
We can
please.
get a
I
level up
assure you
by
that
talking to
everything that can
people
be done
here.
is being done.
Talk with the mayor and the monsters up north. That's a level up pretty much. Which one of you
Useful
sells
gadgets I
scrolls?
have. Yes, I do.
You'll find no better prices in Arm. I guarantee it.
Greetings, good customer. A pearl to you.
None of you. $27,000. So we could pay for the Thieves Guild fee, buy a spellcasting license and still buy some spells at this point.
Hello? I don't recognize you. You must be new to Inflitrating. We've had a run of killings and disappearances here as of late.
There's also the Bell Drill here. There's Mimic Blood. A lot of little things. Problem with here is that we would have to kill a
Stranger.
stone golem, or rather we would have to tank the stone golem and have the mage kill him. And I don't think he can unless we lower its magical resistance first. Or yeah, there's a lot of ores and butts there. We had more high level spells or more spells so that we can now cast. I think we can do it. I'm somewhat skeptical about our ability to get through this now. We might have spells for us to take. Holy shit. They don't like me stealing things. Who would have guessed? Usually no one gives a crap.
Weather's been lousy lately.
130 gold for Belgerel. One of the most rarest gemstones you
I've
can
no
get.
time for to talk to you now.
I don't recall what it can be used to upgrade. I suppose it doesn't matter too much. Most of the upgrades would increase the enchantment level of an item. we're not particularly interested since we can't use the weapons in that manner. I have no idea how the hell am I going to finish some of the bosses though. I think you need something like a +4 weapon to even harm the main boss, like the entire game series, or the last boss rather. It would be practically impossible for me to do it like that. But it's definitely don't want to start worrying about it now.
Is there
We're
is there
going
something you
to
need?
increase our capabilities as much as possible. So maybe the option or the way to do it will present itself without me having to waste my time thinking about it too much. Another first, second, third, and sixth level spell. Very, very welcome. First level doesn't have that many interesting things for us. Blindness is a good spell though. Maybe more protection. Resist fear against demons might be a good thing too. But mirror image. What about the third level? We're going to Trademeet, so trolls, humanoids, that sort of crap. I don't think any of this will be too useful. Nishru. We could go for a contingency, but we don't particularly need it that badly. Nishru would be only useful against mages to waste their spells, and you don't encounter that sort of mage all that often. So protection from magical weapons might be better. Against vampires, it would also protect us from their level drain effect, so it would be very nice to have as an emergency. Right, but we're here mostly for the shopkeepers, and they don't really offer us anything. So I suppose I should talk with the monstrosities too. See how they react to this. Trademeet should be very, very simple, at least the main quest line. The problem is I need to get Iftafeer first. She's the tough part for me. Okay, I think we'll leave things here for now. There's not much else I could do. Rather, I would have to probably take extra craft that will waste my inventory slots. I don't want to do that. 8 hours to trade me, which means certain spells will stick. We should expect animal attacks the moment we arrive.
I'll test your metal with full.
I might be able to contribute a little bit to these. The wolf is killing everything. I'll see if I can maybe use the spider against him or something. God's sake, just run. I think they killed the captain of the guard. Holy shit, dangerous transformation. Maybe I should have let them kill all the guards.
I am one of the few who are chosen.
Right, we can't really do much here. We need to talk to the genies at the very least. We would have extra shopping opportunities after we've completed this. Actually, I don't think we can do shopping at all until we've completed
Greetings to
this.
you, wayfarer. I am Ganzara of Kalimshan, a Dao Jin, at your service.
Yeah, how to kill a rakshasa. We cannot use a rakshasa to do it. Can't cast level spells that are powerful enough to affect them. With the Lich, the level was at 5, with Rakshasa is at 7. So you need something higher than those levels to affect them in the slightest.
Hi, friend.
Never had rats. No sorry.
Right. We don't actually have to do anything really with the druids themselves. We can just let the potential companion do all the end druid encounters.
Hours of enemies fighting. I always have been suspicious of clean-shaven men.
So that will solve itself by just talking to a few guys. Iftafeer is the problem.
Greetings once again.
I have an idea how we might kill her. The problem is there are trolls there, but I don't think I can control trolls. Maybe the cloak might be able to do it, but I don't think so. They would not be affected by any kind of a enchantment spell. I mean trolls.
Trademeet has been here for generations, but now we are harassed from the strangest of sources. What I would have you do is escort him to his task, or see to it yourselves, whichever you prefer.
Hmm. Well, actually, I'm not sure if a troll could even harm a rakshasa. So that would it be pointless. I need someone with a magical weapon, which I can provide though, so that's not really a problem. This means I do need to rest.
Hello, and well met to you. I am
Right,
served.
I should
Although my
not go
identity
for
is surely
someone
no
who has a
secret after the
magical
fuss
weapon.
I
I
have
should go
caused
from
here.
someone who's a good fighter. I can provide the means to kill things. Right. I think I'll just go to Druid Grove, rest there. We need to we need to lure a guy who is a good fighter in there. Somehow draw all the attention from the Rakshasa and just yeah, this is gonna get complicated. My main worry is not really the Rakshasa directly in how you're gonna kill them. It's the fact that they cast quite a lot of area of effect spells too. So there's a good chance they'll kill my little assassin, even if they wouldn't directly aim at him. So I more or less need to suck up those spells first before I can do any of the killing part. It could go very well for us. And there's no reason why it couldn't. I don't know who you are, but I don't want to talk to you. Porden. A druid, probably. Oh, definitely need to talk with him. I need to find out what's wrong here, so a druid
It
can
would be
tell
good
us.
for you to watch your actions while in this wood.
Right. Now we know what's wrong with the girl. So now we can talk to Cern and end this at any moment. I don't understand really why trolls are not affected by any of this mind affecting crap. I seem to recall that at least at some point they were. But they don't really have to even do saving throws. I don't think domination, chaos, any of that will work. Yep. There's just nothing. There are spiders here. That would be actually a good enough killer. The sword spider especially. Luring a sword spider from here to there through a lot of enemies, trolls, things like that, and only have the sword spider follow us, that's pretty much impossible though. So I'd like someone else, someone closer by. Well, technically it doesn't have to be a close by character, it just needs to have a clear path to the building. So it's easier to lure there. There's a 3-man group of druids fairly close to the place. I'm hoping to make one of them our killer. I don't care about these people. If we want to fight against them though, we'll have to do it before we solve the main druid issue here, otherwise they won't fight us. There's the ogre mage tower here. I think it has a magical weapon or something like that. +2 scimitar with an extra attack per round. Really good. And a cow. I'll save my invisibilities. You might need them. Yeah, I'm not sure how we need to do things with the Rakshasa. The problem is, I don't think this game sort of fixes a certain way of doing things. One of the easiest way to deal with powerful spellcasters specifically was basically just have them trigger all their abilities, then go somewhere else and rest and come back, and they would not have recharged their ability once you have. So you could wear them out easily. The the enhanced edition seems to have sort of countered that, so it restores their abilities too. Which means I'm not sure I can drain Rakshasa abilities. Makes things a little bit awkward for us. She's Iftafeer. We will have 2 others join the fight. And they'll cast spells that will not harm them in any way, but will screw over my day. Now, I'm not sure which way this should be done. Should I trigger these guys now? Or should I lure the killer in here first? I sort of think we should lure the killer in here first. Why? Because we can choose where we leave him. That means when we start the boss here with Iftafeer, the spells they're gonna cast will be more or less affecting this area. We can more or less just move out of the way, and the killer we've selected will be protected. Because although I want to get all of their aggression on me, I can't actually attack them. So there's a good chance the one who's being killed at the moment is going to ignore us and try to kill the killer. So and I have very limited capabilities in healing anyone's ass. So they just will have to make do on their own. There should be mushrooms here. Oh, I don't want to use them, they'll just confuse me. To make things more complex already. In an already complex situation. So no thanks. Should be a group of 3 druids here. I know they have magical weaponry, but that doesn't matter. We can provide the magical weaponry. We want the one who's actually looks like it could be a good fighter. Okay. Druid probably. Weak armor, club weapon.
It would be good for you to watch your actions.
That's a mage. That's a fighter. Adherent. I don't want to mind. Mage is absolutely worthless against the Rakshasa. I don't have spells to affect them, neither will they. Do we want multiple guys to follow us? No, definitely not. It'll just... Could we play one of them out of the fight now? It's going to be tough trying to... because they're gonna fight each other. Are you... okay, at least the guy's following us. This is good. Could actually charm him already too. No, that's a terrible idea. The Rakshasa will appear here. Right. So the scene is set, and because he's hostile to me, the Rakshasa will ignore him. He won't be seeing me because we're too far to the south.
Why, you're all such big men.
And the shit starts. I want all of them to be here. Yeah. Yeah, we don't want him to have to do anything in this mess. So what I'm going to try to do now is wait these things out, go there, save, and try to take control of him. Do whatever we need to do to buff him, and come here and act as a decoy while he hopefully kills Iftafeer at the very least. You can get Iftafeer, the rest don't matter. Hopefully I can move out of here. They're blocking me in fairly well here. Good, 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 good. Now, next stage of the plan. Need to get to you without them seeing us. Good. Has to be a long duration, nothing else will do.
It would be good for you to watch your actions while in
He
this
is
wood.
totally incapable of harming them. I'm going to change his weapon to a magical one and do anything else. Not really. So this lasts for a long time. We should start with it. Can cast partial invisibility on his ass. It's not a bad idea actually. It'll help, although I don't think so. I'll save you. This is bad. Why the fuck do you have so many horseshit abilities? Can't heal much, but I can heal a little. They're using normal weapons. Weapon ineffective, so I can tank them for quite a while. But I don't think I can kill 3 of them.
Civilization seems far, city dweller.
Kill Iftafeer if you have to kill someone. He's the only one that matters. And shit. It's gonna be a tight who's winning this. Our allies winning it. It appears dead. 15,000. So no matter what, we got the main quest line done. And immunity to poison. Cure poison once per day. Don't really care. Lyric staff. Right, he's not switching targets, so we got that kill too. Okay, this one very well. How much are they worth? 3,000. So the Iftafeer is the one we really care about.
It would be good for you to watch your actions.
You
while
get
in
to
this
live.
wood.
Congratulations. So we can basically wrap this up right now. How are you, Mr. Dalak?
Don't mess with nature. Mess with you.
We might as well use him against his friend. You're blind, aren't you? For God's sake, just follow me. I'm pretty sure the guy we left behind has a magical weapon, decent one. Yeah, I'll see if I can. How are we going to kill these guys? Might be better to try to gain control of Galak. It's easier to move him around if I do that. I don't. Well, both of them really should die. Looks like he's L, so he's gonna be tough to try to attack. Yeah, he was dominated and nothing changed. Okay, that's pretty bad.
It would be good for you to watch your actions while in this wood.
Be great if you could heal my ass. Now, okay. Look at him. Nade. Surprisingly durable guy. Yeah, you're not gonna cast your healing shit on him. And bail. Don't have any more invisibilities. But he's a mage, he shouldn't have too much health hit points. Also blind, so he's easy to hit. No, he's... oh, I definitely can't be spotted now, otherwise the bear will stop attacking. I need him dead, I don't need the experience. I think he has a magical weapon. Bear should be unsummoned soon. +2 club. Good long sword. Good way to kill trolls. Not for us though. And that's basically it. Do we have a use for the troll anymore? At the same time, I can't really do much about the bear either. Just have to wait until the effect runs out. Suppose I could talk to Stern, that might just bypass that. Or do I want to pick a fight with the druids? I mean the two druid group at the center? I don't think so.
investigations have been fruitful. Let us examine them for possible solutions to this regrettable situation. Speak what you have learned of the local druids. How are they tainted?
Okay, this is basically a wrap on the
Well, what
major
have we here?
quests in
Some
Trademeet.
fool come to stop the righteous force of nature? I am stronger than ever with the aid of this grove. No harm can come to me here. Such bonding rituals are frowned upon as they draw energy from the earth itself. But the mother sees me, and I might fight with her.
The scourge has been purged. I can tell that the deed is done, for even now the land sighs relief. This has been a great service to nature, and she shall not forget.
Bear is desperately trying to come and kill me. There's nothing for us here. You'd have to be a druid to get anything out of this. So, we'll just basically go home, report our success, call the day, and do shopping. Leave things at that. Better start with the genies.
Oh, I sense that you possess the head of our little Iftafeer with you as agreed. Astounding, even for a mortal.
Right. Fort Mayor. Our rewards, our reputation increases, get the monies. With this money we're gonna get from this, we probably could buy the spellcasting license, pay the Shadow of Thieves, and still afford equipment upgrades. Something to consider. We do have to engage in a lot of nasty combat here and there in the streets of Athkatla. I do want to be able to cast spells there. It's worth the 5,000 to me.
We are in your debt for whatever you did. I thank you, and Trademeet thanks you. Citizens of you are, it is from the
Bravo! Here, you have...
Oh,
Indeed.
you will always be welcome here.
greetings. It is please.
1 point
If
of
you are interested in the
reputation.
reward for performing such a task,
I am not. If you are foolish and work for the Loraxals, however, you will not be.
Be careful in your dealings with them. That's all I can say.
25,000
I have here
experience
a
points,
reward that the town
10,000
merchants have
gold.
gathered for you.
She's gonna give us extra rewards.
You were the hero who has saved us from the druids, yes?
Extra 7,500. Right, thanks for throwing up the good stuff into the ground. I never got the prioritization on that. Why does it choose to... It chooses the first slot, but that's where I store the containers. Okay, we have 47,000. Can I just loot these? So basically we got almost 20,000 just as pure gold, then additional rewards on top of that in the form of jewelry and equipment. So that alone would allow us to get quite far. I don't recall what they have to sell us here in this town, so we probably should check that first. Spells can also cost quite a lot. I mean, certain spells we must have, so if they're available for purchase, we'll buy them immediately. We can't just trust that we'll happen to get them as loot somewhere. Smithy first. We need a helm and gauntlets and a reel. Well, we should not invest too much in that. I mean, the rings, I have a ring in mind already. Also, the human influence ring can be taken on and off as needed. And we take the ring of Gax. That would require us to kill a demi-lich. The problem there is basically that I don't know if I can get anyone to join in the fight against the demi-lich. The demi-lich can be easily neutralized on himself. I need the lich itself to either summon something, or I need to be able to lure some kind of an outside creature there. Almost anything will do. No. +3 weapons are not enough. You need a +4 weapon, I think. That's the big problem with the demi-lich. Maybe I can imprison it. It also casts imprison itself, so maybe you could reflect that. I don't know. That's I'm not sure if the demi-lich has the ring. You just need to defeat it.
Well, you look like the sort who has more than 2 gold pieces
So
to
it
rub
wouldn't
together.
matter how you get rid of it, as long as you do get rid of it. Protection from magical energy. That's a must-have. That's actually, I didn't really think about that, but yeah, because a lot of spellcasters and I think demons will rely on magical damage. So with the protection from magical energy, we are immune to it. True Sight, also good. Buying it. Pierce Magic is nice, but doesn't do anything special. And I'm also basically, I mean, we don't need it now. Buy the Fire Shield. Fire Shield is something we don't particularly want to use, but it's definitely something we have to have in our spell book in case we have to rely on something like that.
Well, you look like the sort who has more than 2 gold pieces to rub together.
Indeed, I do. Not sure I want to give up immunity to poison. It could be very useful in some situations. What's the level on Pierce Magic? It would work on a lich. That's good enough of a reason to take it. This was with 46,000, so even if I buy the sword that gives us extra spells, we would still be left with more than 20,000, which is enough for the thieves and the spellcasting license. So unless we spend a huge amount of money, either.
Hey,
Uh,
hey, 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 hey,
it's
hey,
free
hey,
experience,
hey,
and you can get rid of the guy.
hey, 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 hey.
Right, I think there's about 3 to 4 shops we need to visit. Is that it? I think we might want to go back to Athcatlan, do the shopping, pay for the licenses and so forth. We still have money to afford it. Just to get it all out of the way. This isn't bad, but the save versus breath mainly is good. Cloak of Displacement, I'm not gonna use this type of a cloak. There's nothing bad about these, they're just not for us.
I need a swig of some strong dwarven ale. I
Potions
need
of
a
Clarity.
swig of some strong dwarven ale.
Prevents people, mind, confusion, fear, and charm for 1 hour. Yep. Yes, please. I'm pretty sure the red tent here has a shop. Then, as Katla, do the purchase we need to do by the license. I'm not sure if I want to pay the Shadow Thieves yet. We would get immunity to level drain through that, though not exactly a terrible thing. Might have other abilities too.
You'll find no better prices in Arm. I guarantee it.
Brute Haste, cheaper version too. Our word silence, no saving throw. Yeah, I think I'll take these, also a couple of restoration scrolls. Minor sequencer, do we really need it? I don't know. I'll take it. Yeah, I think we're more or less set at this point. I'd still like to have the
Calamshites,
old
Teferians,
monster, but that's
Waterdalians,
not
they all make
a
their way here eventually to Arm,
necessity.
they do.
How much money do we have? 39,000. If we buy the spellcasting license and the katana that gives us extra spell slots, we're pretty much set. Can't afford that. Pay the thieves after that anyway. It doesn't really matter. License. It can get revoked if you start killing people in the streets.
Speak up, speak up!
$34. I think we should start keeping the enchant weapon as a standard spell. We're going to start to face creatures on a regular basis that are immune to even normal magical weapons. We can't guarantee that we can just have a charmable or dominatable enemy there that can take it down. Fighting anyone we could take control of might be a problem. That actually reminds me what we need to do, or at least should do. We should buy a secondary druid ring if we can get one. We have a few charges in the druid ring we have, but sometimes we might have to just rely on animals. And instead of having to load after every stinking attempt, I'd like to have a couple of extra charges on an item somewhere. I'm pretty sure some churches at least will sell those. Not sure which ones.
You have my greetings, faithful one.
Not Illuminator, at least. Also, do potion effects stack in this game? They do in the first one. From different sources I'm sure they stack. But do they stack from the same source? Yes, at least these type of potions. Not sure if this sword is all that valuable. I mean, a couple of extra spell slots here and there, but at the same time, buckler is totally worthless to me. Anyway, we might as well go for the sword, and it does allow us to get
Greetings, good customer. A pearl to
a
you.
valuable 4th level slot. It's only 17,000. Which means basically we can add the enchanted weapon without losing anything else. We could start selecting other things here. Polymorph other is one thing I want to throw on more creatures, because I know it has abnormal effects on some. Trolls would be one of those. I mean, technically it just does turn things into squirrels. But it doesn't work like that against some opponents. It does weird shit, and the transformation to squirrel can be damaging to some creatures. We don't want to throw it on some targets because I think all the equipment will mold into the new form, so they'll lose that in some way. All physical attributes are changed to adhere to the new form. This is a specific version of the spell in that the recipient will be transformed into a squirrel unless the same petrification or polymorph is made successfully. Transformation is instant and permanent until display magic is cast successfully upon the affected creature. The natural attacks of the new form also become available, and all clothes and equipment that the target was wearing will mold into this new form. So it's not in any way clear how this will work with certain creatures that have weird special effects or special abilities. Like a genie will, when they sort of get something weird happen to them, they'll turn into gas-ish form, regenerate perfectly, and then return back as normal. Trolls do the same thing through the they get knocked unconscious, stay there for a round or two maybe, then get back to normal, pretty much full capability. Vampires will turn to gas and just go away. Things like that. And it doesn't work all that well with polymorph other, or it works in a weird way. Better put it that way. So I want to start casting this. I know a couple of weird things that can happen, but I don't know what can happen. And I need to start to find out. They might. It's a spell that might allow us to get out of certain situations, because it's one of those things. While mind control is often accounted for, blindness, simple first level blindness almost works on everything. So I think polymorph is a similar spell for us. It's one of those things that even certain bosses are not going to be immune against, and it's a permanent effect. So if we get it to stick, it's basically drastically alters how the fight is going to be fought. It'll at least remove some natural abilities and capabilities from them. The physical attributes will be squirrel level, so even a tough fighter won't be able to do shit in a squirrel form. He might still be a good fighter as far as skills are concerned, but because the physical attributes are so low, he won't be able to do much damage. He's easily tankable at that point. Things like that. Maybe other things too. Which why I want to get to the testing as soon as possible. Hold undead? Are we expecting undead opponents? Not really. Minor spell deflection maybe? It's an absorption, not a reflection. But it would allow us to function when certain type of spells are being cast. Maybe more physical tank. I'll take the resist fear. Although I don't think it's going to be all that useful. I might be able to... screw it. Web is not a good one. I would need to protect my own guy from the webbing effect first, then cast the webbing, but I can't do that. You have to be a cleric of some sort to be able to do that. What about this? More blindness, I guess? It's a good one. Very good one. Right. Not bad at all. And still enough funds to buy whatever we need.
I don't usually speak to the likes of you, but hello.
Okay. I'm interested in protection scrolls at this point. Simple stun. Good one. Certainly something we can use too. The prices might go lower. I'll buy remove curse. It might be good against demons. Way of enfeeblement might be able to screw things over. Wizard Eye definitely. I don't know how Wizard Eye, so emotion. I don't know how Wizard Eye works in practicality. I'll take the limited wish too. Confusion. With chaos. Protection from normal missiles would be useful, but not now. Right, what we want is protection from undead, protection from poison, protection from magic, that sort of crap. The great thing about the protection scrolls is they can be cast on someone else. Wizard I'm looking for as a distraction against certain opponents. Similar to a niche rule. I want protection from magic.
Ribald Bardaman at your service.
Ribald. Any other good potions? We wish to buy the freedom one. Right, protection from magic. Can be good, can be shit. Other protection from undead. Still 6,600. Yeah, I think I'll more or less leave things here. The next thing we need to purchase is to pay the shadow thieves. So I need to get the planar spear now. That way we guarantee that as our stronghold, and it doesn't matter what we do with the shadow thieves anymore. I want to check these two shopkeepers. The standard stuff. I'll say Luke's Resilient Spear is one of those that could be very useful in that situation. Shadow. Oh, hold monster. Chaos. Feeble mind. Okay, that's nice. Now we got everything we wanted. Again, Feeble mind is good because the duration is permanent. Upon a failed saving throw, the subject remains in this state unless successfully dispelled. So it becomes a intellect degenerates into that of a simple beast of burden. So it's worthless. This means we can paralyze demons, other creatures, and random chaos on a group. And we have 3,500 gold, and we basically have everything we ever hoped for. Now it's all about experience, pretty much. And as bonds become available after we purchase the 8 of the Shadow Thieves will keep buying more spells. I don't think there's all that much we can hope to buy on the equipment front. As protection scrolls, potions, spells. That's it. Right. Planar Sphere. I think I'll hold my ass to Umar Hills just in case. Just so I recall what exactly was I supposed to do. It's not gonna be a simple thing, but I at the same time think we have what it takes to solve it all. It's mainly a huge amount of it's demons and spellcasters. Everything extra on top of that is just things we've already faced.
You have been waylaid by enemies and must defend yourself.